The Suns are, well, terrible. This is not the way things were supposed to go, yet here we are. The Christmas loss is one thing. It's always disappointing losing on national TV when all of the internet is watching you because you're the last game on for the night. And there's no shame in losing to this Mavs team, even without Kyrie Irving. Luka is a force of nature that is unstoppable, and one that continues to punish the city of Phoenix for not drafting him over he who shall not be named. Not him, him. Hit the like button for me and tell me in the comments if you're enjoying watching this Suns meltdown. Or, if you're a Suns fan, tell me what you think needs to change to get the team back on track. Changes are likely underway though, and you don't need to be a Phoenix insider to see that coming a mile away. But the question is, what can possibly be done with the lack of assets that the Suns have to get a trade made that will impact the team enough to fix this trash product? Here's a list of realistically tradable players for the Suns, and you go ahead and decide how much value you think they have attached to them. Nasir Little, who's had a respectable start to his Suns career. He's shooting the three okay. He's been a pretty decent on-ball defender. Bol, which reports have recently said that the Spurs may be interested in pairing him with Wemby. Why? I don't know. Reasons. But realistically, I don't see the Suns getting very much for Bol in return. Couldn't cut it with a winner in Denver. He got cut from a rebuilding team in Orlando. And now he can't even sniff the floor on another struggling team with a coach, Frank Vogel, who's obsessed with bigs. Yuta Watanabe was supposed to be just what the doctor ordered for the Suns. His sharpshooting was supposed to space the floor for Book and Durant. Well, he's probably been one of the most underwhelming signings of all time in Phoenix. He also can't sniff the floor, and that's arguably the right call. He and Keita Bates-Diop both essentially have taken blowtorches to their respective trade values, joining Bol in the who cares category. Maybe the Suns can combine a few of these spare coins together to scratch up enough value to trade for TJ McConnell from the Pacers, who they have been eyeing for months. Or even pounce on the Bulls' desire to start anew by trading back for Javon Carter, a 3-and-D point guard that they never should have let go in the first place. Especially considering they chose campaign over him a couple of seasons ago. The same campaign they surrendered to the Spurs in order to get the cap relief they needed to get Bol so they could sit him all season. But now the Bulls are winning, so who's to say they even want to get rid of him? This all brings me back to when I said you don't have to be a Suns insider to see the writing on the wall. But one of Phoenix's most trusted insiders is saying it out loud. Listen to what Flex from Jersey had to say last night on Phoenix Sports postgame show. Shout out to Phoenix Sports, they do amazing work.
I think the move is the coaches. And if I'm being honest, I'm saying Frank and Kevin have to go. And I will also say this, I've had some interesting conversations and I'm feeling like there is a divide. There's a part of that locker room that sides with Frank and there's a part of that locker room that sides with Kevin. And Kevin is a holdover from Monty's staff, okay? So I'm telling y'all, there is something fundamentally broken on that bench. And that team is disconnected because there are people that are leaning on either side, and you should never have that situation.
Now, Flex called the Kevin Durant trade and Chris Paul to the Suns from the Thunder all that time ago. And whatever Ishbia has in store can't come fast enough for the Suns. They are an embarrassment to themselves by the way that they refuse to play defense. Now, if they had D'Antoni, it'd be understandable. That's his whole system, offense only. But after being spurned by Nick Nurse, the Phoenix front office chose Frank Vogel because of his quote-unquote defensive genius. Well, the Suns are pathetic on defense, outright refusing at times to close out on threes, with basically no rim protection. Either this is karma cooking the Suns for trying to create a super team, or this is the first half of a Suns story that's experiencing the adversity a team must overcome to become champions. You decide. Either way, we're gonna find out, and the Suns will remain one of the most interesting stories of the league all year.